welcome back to Success as a Real Estate Agent. We are going to pick up where we left off. And that would be after your clients have arrived at a competitive price to offer. Your primary job as their representative is to properly prepare the contract to present on their behalf to the sellers. Your goal must be to protect your clients by writing terms and conditions that convey their intentions and meet their goals. For most people at home, purchase represents the largest investment they make, the biggest purchase in their homes, and the greatest and longest lasting debt they assume. The purchase agreement you write must protect them by addressing every issue. The price being offered, the items to be included in the purchase price, the amount to be deposited, the closing data, the date the offer becomes null and void, and any condition that accompanies the offer, including contingencies based on the outcome of inspections, approval of financing, and personal property transferring with the sale. Work with your clients to understand all the terms and conditions that must be covered in the contract. When you're ready to present the sellers, present the offer and your buyers as the best in the marketplace. Presenting the offer favorably to sellers can mean the difference between your clients or other bidders buying the house. The more strongly you position your buyers by representing their financial capacity, superior commitment, motivation, and even a human connection, the more you swing the negotiation in favor of your clients. The stronger the loan commitment documents provided by the lender, preferably showing a valid loan approval and a commitment with no conditions. The more cash-like your buyer's offer will seem. For some sellers, a human connection is the tipping point in choosing one set of buyers over another. For example, an offer from a family to sellers imagine will recreate their cherished memories in the home may trump another offer that is absent of the human condition, even if the offer results in equal or even slightly less money. Educating buyers on true market conditions. One of the keys to negotiating in the real estate industry is knowing the market and educating the client on its true conditions. Using a market trends report, you can set a reasonable expectation of success. For example, you can convey the buyers that for home they desire, others like it are selling for 97% of the asking price. And the market has only 2.4 months of inventory. Those numbers indicate a diminished leverage position for buyers. Buyers who think they can steal a home in an environment of low inventory and high list to sell price ratios are frustrated easily when sellers yawn at their offers. This can cause frustration that is directed at you, the agent. The buyers may think your negotiating skills have failed, when really the marketplace just isn't in the buyer's favor. The good news is you have to convey is that based on 2.4 months of inventory and 97% list to sale price ratio, the marketplace will continue to appreciate because there is not enough supply to meet demand. That's guaranteed to cause price increases, so they can either put those increases in value in their pocket by purchasing this home, or one in the near future, or they can turn over more of their hard-earned savings to seller who kept their home a little longer for a higher sales price. Advice for partnering with the other agent. You and the other agent in the transaction are obligated to cooperate with each other. That's why you're called co-op brokers. At the same time, you're both obligated to represent the interests of your own clients, which works wonderfully when you both seek a win-win outcome, but which is troublesome when the other agent comes to deal with a we win, you lose mentality. Before talking with the other agent at length, I suggest you do some homework. I always made it a point to learn in advance about the agent I'd be dealing with. Unless I already knew the agent personally, my staff would conduct some research. They started the multiple listing service, MLS Computer, where they'd look at the number of listings and sales the agent had completed during the past few years. Also, you could quickly check Zillow for reviews and production sales in the last year and their present listing inventory. This also provides an indication of the agent's experience, which enables you to understand the role you might play in the negotiation. Are you likely to share your power equally if the other agent is similar in experience? When you're ready to talk with the other agent, cover these points. Explain your desire to create a win-win transaction. Say that you'll be relying on the other agent to create a win for both the buyers and the sellers, that you intend to do the same. Some agents believe their job is to achieve a win only for their own clients. This discussion helps you spot these people. If you're the listing agent, let the other agent know that the home is cooperative priced, that it's a fair market value with no padding in the asking price. If your clients then counter a low offer at the full price or close it to response, won't be a surprise to the agent or prospective buyers. If you reach a snag, challenge, or impasse with the other agent or with the agent's clients, test the situation by asking one of these questions. If you were representing my clients, would you counsel them to accept this offer? Become your own other agent. The easiest other agent to work with is yourself. You know you want win-win outcomes. You know whether your listing price has padding or whether your purchase offer has room for negotiation. You know how you work and that your skills are up to task. You probably know it's easier for you to work with you than with any other agent. Make your real estate sales life easier by selling more of your own listings. You're working with both the buyers and the sellers if you are Switzerland, and avoid the challenges of working with another agent to complete the transaction. The biggest bonus, you don't have to split fees and will earn more for the sale. If you were in my shoes, would you want your clients to accept these terms and conditions? If the answer is yes, then ask why or how would you sell this to my client if you were in my shoes? If the agent can't give you an answer, the silence will let you know that they know their offer is unreasonable. If they can defend their position with cogent arguments, you know you must convince your client of the validity of the counter offer. Advancing or accepting an offer. When representing sellers, I always requested that offers be scanned and emailed rather than letting the buyer's agent personally present the offer to my clients. I was one of the first agents in the country to take this approach. Today, it is commonplace. It gives the agent and the sellers time to consider the offer before responding to it. Most buyer's agents use online offers or DocuSign for their offers. I realize that listing agents want fast, easy, and effective offers, but they may not be best for your buyers. That's why using an online platform could not only be effective in the time saving, but also buyer positioning. More than 55% of communication is visual. So it's much harder to communicate when you can't see the agent or sellers in person. Instead, you simply to be a better writer. Your case is made with words on the page. Hopefully you can get the other agent to show these words to the sellers. You may share a little bit of information about the buyers you represent, what they like about the home, and anything that creates a favorable connection between the sellers and your buyers. They also mean that you have to be continuous, not to give away too much in their level of interest. Presenting a buyer's low offer. When you extend an offer that is under the asking price, be prepared to present offsetting benefits in an effort to make the offer attractive and valuable to the sellers. alternate redeeming qualities include. I can go on and on, but let's take a little break. A little break from reading real estate. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Check out my other videos. Bye.